everyone, welcome back to Simrite Fashion Academy YouTube channel once again today. I'm so glad to be with you today on another interesting tutorial. So today's tutorial is focusing on the sleeve. Is an off-shoulder sleeve you are seeing on the screen, which is slashed and spread to achieve fullness from the elbow length to the hem. Okay, so I have my basic off-shoulder sleeve, which I've traced right here. So this is my basic off-shoulder sleeve. So before you follow up with this tutorial, you need to know how to draft your basic off-shoulder sleeve perfectly. So here you can see my basic off-shoulder sleeve has been traced. I have the cap height, I have the bicep, the elbow, and this is my 3/4 length. So this part is on fold, okay? Please take note that is on fold. So actually what I'm going to do here is to divide what I have, because the slash and spread is going to start on the elbow line. So if you actually want it to start exactly at the elbow line, you'll be dividing at the elbow line, and if you want it to start at 2 inches above the elbow line, okay, so you can go up from the elbow line at 2 inches. So I think I'll go up by 2 inches at the elbow line, okay, before I start off this slash and spread. So that 2 inches at the elbow line, which I've measured right now, I'm going to divide what I have right there by 2 equal parts, and this is the midline. So I'm going to draw a straight vertical line from that part to the hem, as you can see. So that is where we are going to have our slash and spread. So for this part is on fold, okay? So as I'm slashing and spreading right now, I'm not going to touch this part. I'm only going to spread on this part, okay? So now I will cut. So I will cut up to the above 2 inches elbow line, and I'm going to cut into, but I'm not going to cut completely, okay? So this part I'm going to slash as much as I can to have that fullness. So it all depends on you, on the kind of fullness you actually require for this particular sleeve. So what I'm going to do now, I'll come in with my piece of plain fabric, plain paper, and I'm going to draw a straight line to align my slash and spread. So I'll be using this straight line as my slash and spread starting point. I'll come in with my adhesive. I'm going to apply my adhesive, as you can see. So once my adhesive is applied, I will bring this to this and align it exactly at that line. I believe you are seeing what I'm doing right here. So that is that. So like I said, this one is like this. That is your normal sleeve. But to gain that fullness, you just slash as much as you can. So the slashing I have right here, if you look at this point, okay, I'll be using this point as my slash line. Okay, this is what I mean from here to here, okay? I will measure what I have from there to there. So looking at what I have from there to there, you will notice I have 2 inches, okay? So at 2 inches, I spread. So if I want to go a little closer, I'll just come closer, and if you measure what you have here, you'll be having like 1 inch, okay? So if you need it 1 inch, you can come in from here to here at 1 inch. If you need it at 2, you can come in. If you need it at 3, you can come in. You can see it's from this point to this point is at 3. So it depends on where you need the slash and spread on this line, okay? Like that, you keep spreading, you know, you keep increasing on this line. So but for the purpose of this tutorial, I'm going to just keep it at the 2 inches, which we slashed and spread, and I think it will give you that fullness. And another thing you can do also to determine your fullness, like from here to here now, you can see I have this at 8 inches. Can you see that? Okay, so I think 8 inches and 2 inches we got here is okay. So all I'm going to do now, I will apply my adhesive and push my slash and spread to 2 inches, which is 8 inches on the hemline. And that is my desired fullness I want to add to the sleeve. All right, people, so now from this line I'm going to come in from this line. So it's now your choice to it can cut off like this, because this is the actual length. So I'm going to cut what I have on my sleeve right away. Okay, and this is what I'm going to use to cut my sleeve and attach on the off shoulder bodies you are seeing right there on the screen. So this is what I'm doing, because this is the actual length. So I'll just cut. All right, so now I cut into the armhole, as you can see, and then I cut on the basic sleeve head. So I just come over here. Like I said, this part will be on fold. So that means if you bring your fabric right now, what you are going to do is to place this part on fold on your fabric. Alright, so this is your sleeve, which you have slashed and spread. Alright, so if this is the fabric I'm working with now, all I'm going to do is to place this part of my fabric on fold. I'll just place it on fold. Can you see that? So once it's placed on fold, I'll come in with my sleeve. And I'll be placing the folded part like this, and I'll add my necessary seam allowance. Okay, so all you do is to add 0.5 inch, 1 inch, 0.5 inch all around. Okay, and there you have the fullness. So let me just cut it so you see how the fullness is going to be after is being cut. Added my necessary seam allowance. I've cut and added 0.5 inch while I have this on fold, 1 inch on the side and 0.5 on the hem and 0.5. So I take off this pattern now. You can see what we have on the sleeve. Okay, this is what we are going to have. So all you do is to go to your machine and sew this sleeve. Okay, so you can see the bell sleeve. This is called a bell sleeve. Okay, so now you can see the bell, and that is how the sleeve is sewn. So once you sew on this part at 1 inch you added, or 0.5, it all depends, then you attach what you have here on the armhole, and you have that exaggerated bell effect. Okay, you see it at that point. So if you actually need this sleeve more than it is, keep slashing, but make sure you maintain this curve. Okay, when cutting this part, do not allow it to be sharp. Okay, you curve into it to continue the bell sleeve. Okay, so this bell sleeve can also be slashed in another form, that is slashing this and opening this part. But if that is done, it means the center sleeve, that is the grain line, will be having a joining. Okay, it means you'll be joining it together. That is if you need that fullness. That can be achieved using a lace fabric, where you can cut the lace patches and patch up the joining and nobody sees what happens there. Alright people, so this is how we come to the end of this tutorial. I believe you learned a lot from this tutorial. So if you are new to this channel, please kindly subscribe. Turn on your notification bell to receive videos like this every day. Like this video, share to family and friends, and drop your comments on the comment section. and your suggestions as well. So thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye.